good with it. So, just coming back from the gym, it's like 7:12. I usually go pretty early, like 5, 6, like somewhere in that range. And I like to like go to different gyms and see what's up. Like a lot of times people have like multiple day guest passes, so I went to one near me in Eastport at LA Fitness. And you know, it's typical, like you see older people and that's pretty much it when you go in the morning. Maybe some people like mid-30s, maybe some 20-year-olds, maybe. But I saw a bunch of like high school kids today, like playing basketball and just, you know, having a good time, whatever. And like it threw me off because like it's not something you're used to seeing, right? Like usually sleep 5:30, 6:30 in the morning. You got school. But it made me think about something, like a conversation I had with my mom actually. She works in a school now, but she used to work in classrooms. So she saw during one point like the curriculum change where it was more focused on academics than like the social part. You took away social time in favor of academics. And it affected the kids' development. Like, yeah, they were able to count up to 100 or whatever, ABCs, but if they didn't know how to tie their shoes or just basic shit, right, like basic social mannerisms, it affects them, like their development. And this was 10-15 years ago, so this is like the current like Gen Z, high school, like in whatever, college and younger. And what are they known for? Being socially awkward and everything. Whatever. Make your own assumptions about the period or generation. But it stuck out to me because I believe that's something that should be required for kids, especially young boys, young men, before they go to school. I believe some sort of physical exercise in the morning is absolutely necessary for these kids to be able to sit down for hours and hours and hours to study, to do their academics. Because you see it, I mean, who does better in school, girls or boys? Girls, typically, on average. And I mean, you could talk about why that is, and that could be a whole ass fucking video or whatever, but I mean, I might just talk about it now because why not? I mean, there's obviously evolutionary reasons why women would be able to stay still and stay quiet. Like, it's just kind of ingrained in them. And same with men, it's ingrained in men to keep moving, like strive for more, like that sort of idea. Like, if you want to really simplify it, like hunting, like stuff like that, keeping busy. So when you put these kids, and I'm an example of this, you put these kids in a situation where they have to like basically use minimal energy for 6 hours with maybe like a 30-minute gym or recess or whatever. Like, I didn't take gym in high school, it wasn't required. I played sports and whatnot, but I truly believe it affected the way I like approached learning in school and everything. I had, you know, you have all this excess energy in the morning, and what's the easiest way to release that energy in school, you know? Kinda joke around, act out, that sort of things. And, you know, I pissed off a lot of my teachers because a lot of my teachers were women. And not, well, when I was growing up. When I got older, I had mostly men teachers. Thank God. However, they were always trying to diagnose me with some sort of ADHD, ADD, like something. They always try, like, put me on medication. And like, they would tell this to my parents, and my parents would be obviously a little confused because like I did sports, like I did karate too. Like discipline is a big part of karate. You know, being able to sit still, like legs crossed, and just listen and blah 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 in the moment. Like I was able to do all those things for, you know, relatively short period of time in that athletic setting. But when I was in an academic setting, and especially if something didn't interest me, it was hard to keep my concentration. I know this is a problem for men and women alike. I'm not just saying this is a guy problem, this is whatever. Like girls can have this problem too. But overall, we've been seeing that guys are the ones falling behind in school, college, and all these things, right? And it's affecting relationships. You know, more women are educated than men, more women go to school or college than men. Just because, not just because, but a big reason is because how the system is now. I mean, I don't know how much of this is true or whatever, but it was when in the development of our education system, it was based supposedly on Prussian kind of system of creating factory workers. And you know, during the Industrial Revolution, and it was important, and like guys like Rockefeller, and I mean, that guy's a fucking anyway, these guys saw the need to kind of control the population in order to get the end product. So the end product was having labor, like factory laborers, somebody who could sit there, move, do whatever. But when that goes against your basic human instinct to keep moving, to keep active, to move around, because we're all energy, right? Energy doesn't like just staying still. But when you kind of try to break that human nature, you're met with resistance. And the guys that implemented the system aren't the ones necessarily meeting the resistance. It's the people overall meeting resistance are the people that are affected by these decisions. You know, the people that have to deal with the mental, whatever, the mental health aspect of, you know, not fitting in to your supposed role, or like the role like society wants you to play. So then you look for an outlet, right? To kind of answer your questions. And that's why I think we see people like Andrew Tate, right? I mean, a little behind the ball on this one, but I mean, I've known about him. This is obviously not fucking bragging, but like I've known about him for years. Like I've been following his YouTube channel. I was part of his Discord, etc. There's obviously a need for that message of that, like it's okay overall. We'll say one of his, like that it's okay to like feel that you don't fit into the system, and that the system might not be in your favor, and it might be smart to kind of go a different way if you're able to. Because what's the alternative, right? I mean, you hear the stories about these Amazon workers. I talked to this one lady. Simply put, she was rather upfront and open about her feelings about that job, and how she would rather die than go back in that warehouse to take another. Quote was literally, "I'd rather die than step foot in that warehouse again." And maybe you can say that's an exaggeration or whatever, but is it? So it's like, I don't want to be like, where do we go from here? I don't think that's like the right question. I think the right next step though is just the awareness stuff, the recognizing that might not be you. Yeah, for some people that is you, right? You're able to do those, you're able to sit on a factory line or do whatever and just keep plugging away, you know? The system does work sometimes, right? But overall, especially for men, the system doesn't need to work, or doesn't seem to work for a lot of men, right? Which can be dangerous, obviously. The whole unchecked masculinity thing can be dangerous if not channeled wisely. And that's why I think something like get these guys up in the morning, get them moving, get them doing something, because otherwise they're going to have too much energy throughout the day and they're not going to use it constructively. I mean, I do all my work after a workout. I mean, some people do believe in doing it in the morning when you're ready and brain power and whatever. That's not me. Like, I can't do that. I almost would rather be exhausted from the day and then learn and then study or whatever, then that be the first thing I do in the morning. And I don't think I'm an outlier in that regard. I feel like that's a lot of people, male, female. Like I said, like, we're just energy. We're not meant to be sitting down. Like, even though I'm sitting now, I'm not meant to be sitting like that in long periods of time, every day, 6 days a week, 5 days a week, whatever. So I guess if you're watching this and you have kids, or if you're somebody who kind of resonated with that, go to bed early, get up early, do something physical, do something mental, do something spiritual. Like, you have options, especially if you're young. You have a lot of time when you're young. You can do many things. You can't do it all, but you can do a lot. And you'll heal, you'll recover. It'll be okay. So yeah, I just wanted to get my thoughts down about that, because I was really happy seeing those young men in the gym playing basketball, arguing a little bit, joking around, having fun before school. I wish I would have said something to them, but I got a 3-day pass, so I'll see them tomorrow, maybe. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Every day's a great day.